Hey guys, I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. I'm down in Rios Este at Sunset Del Mar Resort, about 20 minutes from Manuel Antonio on the Pacific side of Costa Rica. And this is the last day of the Relocation Retreat. The Relocation Retreat is where people come from all over. Costa Rica's on their radar. They're thinking about living here. And we share the good, the bad, the ugly of living in Costa Rica. So you can make a good decision whether Costa Rica is right for you, because it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. So this video is with some, we're going to be talking to some of the participants. I'm going to be asking their feedback. I won't be editing anything out. They can say whatever they want. I made them promise that they're not going to do that blowing smoke stuff. Say what you really want to say and that. So we'll see how it all goes. But if you're interested, we're going to probably have these events, seminars, maybe every 3 months. Doesn't matter. That information, there'll be a link in the description of this video where you can go see all that information and see what the next dates are. All right, let's talk. Let's see how this goes, because I'm not sure. All right, guys, we're talking to Shelley. We're at the last day of the event. Going to get her feedback, get her perspective. Shelley, thanks so much for talking to us. Where are you from?
Santa Cruz, California.
All right, so how did Costa Rica get on your map, on your radar, that you're thinking, maybe Costa Rica's a place I could live?
It's kind of a long story that's been going on for about 10 years.
We probably shouldn't tell the whole story then. I'm thinking 10 years seems like it could be big.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say, did you look at other places?
No, not really. Well, I looked at Hawaii for a number of years, but
had you been to Costa Rica before?
no.
So I'm assuming you were doing your homework and research on the internet and kind of doing your investigations there.
Yeah, I knew a woman who used to do detox retreats in the natural healthcare world here.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me a lot about her experiences. And then I took a class at the university, a Spanish class, and had to write a report on a Latin culture, and I wrote on Costa Rica.
Oh, nice. So what were your expectations? I mean, if you've done your homework and research, you hadn't been here before. Is it what you thought it was going to be? Not the seminar yet. We're just talking about Costa Rica in general.
Actually, no, it wasn't what I thought. It's different in a lot of ways.
Like what?
Well, in my mind, I only have like Hawaii to compare it to, and it's
tropical wise, it's similar, but that's probably where it stops.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely. And I just wanted to see, could I handle the humidity? Could I handle the coffee? Could I handle different things? And I'm doing really well with them.
Well, good. How close? Okay, so I mean, this thing costs money. How close were you to? Well, I'm not saying, I don't assume anybody's moving here after the seminar, but you obviously had to be thinking this is a serious life decision to come here. So you obviously are taking this whole thing serious, and that Costa Rica is a pretty big possibility.
I should be here within 6 months.
Sounds like she made a decision. No. Did you get your questions answered?
Oh, yeah. I've been just telling myself, I knew like 95% of the information I got here from watching your videos, honestly.
Did you guys hear that? You watch this Travel Costa Rica Now videos.
Yeah, you can get almost everything from you. But in addition to that, the speakers that were here were all really generous with their time. And so you could ask your specific questions, and I had a few questions that hadn't been answered before, and they were able to do that.
That's good. Okay, so about the speakers, do you feel like they were pretty, Mario pointed out this kind of maybe good, not so much knowledgeable, but they had enough experience to answer your questions adequately?
Yeah, but there were different types of speakers. There's the types that are here coming from experience, and then there's the types like the realtors and the attorneys.
The lawyer, yeah.
They've got knowledge. So
yeah, that's a different. Yeah, you're right. But kind of a mix.
Yeah.
So do you think your money was well spent?
Absolutely.
Um, would you give any feedback? Like,
Like
okay,
what?
I liked it generally. Okay, let's do a really quick. How was the food?
Food is good.
Good. You like the food. So what about the extra time? Obviously, we're not talking 24/7. Did you feel like if you wanted to fill the space, you could? If you didn't want it, like with an adventure tour, like horseback riding or zip lining or going to see crocodiles, but if you wanted to, you could just chill here. Did you feel like you had enough time to do what you wanted to do?
I did.
I did do what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I didn't go on any of the excursions.
I didn't either. Me and you hung out at the pool a lot.
Yeah, the pool, 7 miles of beach, a pool, and a gym. I mean, you're all set here.
Okay, good one. How do you feel about the resort itself? It's pretty private here. I mean,
It's private. The grounds are beautiful. I mean,
the beach is
7 miles of beach.
nobody's on it. It's really nice. But if you were like sitting down with the organizer and you're like, I really enjoyed my experience, but I might think about tweaking this thing or this thing or this thing, or one thing or no things. I don't know. Like we sitting there going, I don't know. It could be anything. It could be about the rooms, or it could be about this. It could be about that, or the present. Anything. Can you think of anything?
It would just be my opinion.
Well, that's what we're doing. It is your opinion.
Well, I kind of feel like they pushed the speakers because the speakers had a lot of information and they gave them a short amount of time to give a large amount of information during the talks. I mean, afterwards they were like really generous with their time for questions, but during the talks they just had to jam it in. I think they could have paced it.
Oh, okay. That's good feedback, I think. I don't know. This is my first one, so I'm not really sure, how it really all goes. It seems to be running good to me, but I'm not a participant. I'm more, and
it is good.
And I actually haven't really watched anybody's things, so I'm not really sure. We were talking to, I'm going to keep saying this. They've already heard me say this a couple times. I really do believe if it ends up being Costa Rica for you or these other people, I just think it's the contacts that are probably worth the admission. I really do. I think, yes, this is great information, great knowledge, but you've met some of the most transparent, honest, helper bee people. You really have. I mean, you may not know that. And they may not know that, but sorry, I know I've gone over this. Pablo, the import export, Tamarindo Matt with the real estate, which, real estate people don't always get the best, they're trying to sell something, but you get honesty here. I really like that. I use these people in my work. So I think the contacts, you don't have to, if you decide to come here and you need like a real estate lawyer, or you need something, I think these people would direct you to the people that if you didn't use them, they would go, well, I think this person could help you out.
Yeah, and seeing these people on your videos was part of the reason that inspired me to come, because I knew they're like the people you use that are trustworthy and transparent. And yeah, I was grabbing everybody's business card.
Yeah, I did too. What else? You want to say anything else? Mm-hmm. Do you have a timeline? You said 6 months. Were you just kidding, or was that true?
No, that's pretty realistic.
Did you learn? Okay, obviously you're coming down here, but and you said you knew most things, and there's a couple things, but was there anything that you learned or what was reinforced that you're kind of like, wow, I just didn't know that thing was like that bad, or oh, that's a concern. I was asking other people if it would change their mind about moving here, but since you sound like you're kind of halfway locked in, is there anything you kind of said, oh, I got to keep that in my back pocket. Remember that thing, because I didn't know that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there is anything. I know what
you mean, and I don't want to get too airy-fairy, hoodoo-voodoo, but
Hairy-fairy, what?
Hoodoo-voodoo.
Hoodoo-voodoo. Okay.
But, I'm a person that believes in karma and destiny, so, you just have to move forward and be cautious, keep your eyes open, stay under the radar, don't give out too much information about yourself, and take it one day at a time.
I feel you could start your own channel, Shelley. You should have your own. Maybe you might be speaking at this relocation retreat at some point.
If I had a channel, it would be more in the entertainment world.
All right, Shelley, thank you so much for telling us your opinion. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, peace. Hope you learned something. See you at the retreat.